So last week we was talking about a reintroduced species, the white stalk, that was cause for celebration. But this Wildlife Wednesdays, we're going to talk about an introduced species that wasn't planned and is causing a bit of a scene up in London. This week it's all about the incredible Arboreal Mouse. So the Arboreal Mouse was first discovered in England in 1975 around by the London docks area. It was believed to be a stowaway from the merchant ships that had been to its native Pacific islands. Usually hopping about the trees in the densely forested archipelago of the Sheba Islands, it has now found itself well at home in the London parks. Often mistaken for young squirrels, these tree-loving mice are well worth a mention because even though they're not native, they are what's called naturalised, which means there is a breeding population right here in the UK. And what's more is that they've formed a symbiotic relationship with our native bats. If you wander around Thames Barrier Park about an hour after sunset, you might see the bats flying about overhead. But if you listen out real carefully, you might hear the call of these arboreal mice. Now these guys have got one of the most complex vocal calls of any mouse, which is how they got their Latin name, Musendrophilus, meaning the musical mouse. In fact, their common name in their native islands translates as the yodeling tree mouse. Now these mice have actually got webbed feet. First of all, it led the scientists to believe that they might have been semi-aquatic, but after a 3-year study in their native islands, they saw that it actually helped them when they was doing their arboreal acrobats through the branches and jumping across the trees, much like the flying squirrel. Arboreal, by the way, means things that live in trees. Another thing that come out from the study is that the foot webbing is actually prized by the local islanders to use as reeds for their musical instruments. So the relationship these guys have with bats is remarkable. Their complex and broad vocal calls allows them to mimic bat calls. The register of bat calls is way beyond our hearing, but not to these guys. So if you get the pipistrelle bat call, for example, and tuned it down a couple of octaves, you'll get that distinctive lurpaloof call that the bats do that indicates to other bats that there's insects about. Now there are many rodent species that mimic the call of other animals, but these guys take it one step further because they've been witnessed not only to mimic, but to mimic in reverse. They take that distinctive pipistrelle bat call, that lurpaloof, and reverse it to become April Fools. Happy April Fools, everyone. Hope you have a lovely day. See you later. Cheerio. Bye, star.